Hey everybody, I just have a couple of announcements, and it was suggested that y'all needed announcements, but this is just for y'all because not everybody that watches wants to hear the announcements. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for all of you who responded to my email the other day about checking and making sure you're all okay. Although some of you decided that you didn't have to. Now come on, get with it for the program, miss, because there's several of you who haven't told me you're all right. Now, you've told others, maybe you haven't. Maybe you just hadn't answered your telephone or anything else. Couple of things. I'm glad you're with us today, and I want you to know that you have been prayed for, and that continues to be the case. There are a couple of things that we need to go over first. The pig is still hungry. It's getting fed. He's doing better, but he's still hungry. And so I'll send my email address or my regular address so that you can send them. Address the check or whatever to Sue Ann Wood, because she takes care of the pig money. And we'll collect it a little bit longer and then we'll send it off. A couple of things about the pig money. I talked with Aaron and Donovan, texted them rather yesterday, and they are doing well. They are still under tight restrictions to stay in their dwellings, but they had been so busy when they were in the States checking on all their supporters and raising funds that they felt like they would be real busy when they went back because school would be in. But it's not like that at all. It's like us, we all stay home. And so they're thinking of new things, but they're also doing things virtually on the computers with their students. And so pray for them as the virus is still raging there as well as here. And also in Haiti, things are still rocky. As far as we know, the children have not been able to be fed. They're afraid to gather, in addition to the fact that the police will arrest them. The headmasters, Lusol and Million, are trying to think of ways to give food out in a non-conspicuous type way. We haven't heard from them lately. So please pray for them. Pray for the government and the leaders, but pray for the protection and safety of Million and Lusol, who are over the school, not to mention those that cook the food and the teachers and the children. There's so much to pray about as far as Haiti is concerned, and that through this, Christ will be known to them. One thing I haven't mentioned, and I wondered if you had even thought about your memory verse. Remember, it's Romans 8:11, and I'm not going to quote it for you this morning, although I could, but I wondered if you had been using it in your prayers. Think about it and repeat it every day. That's who we're talking about in Acts, seeing the Holy Spirit work in all his miraculous ways, and as we will tomorrow. Now, might I encourage you to lay your memory verses out and repeat it each day. Now, some of you have wondered if we would keep doing these videos, and we will. I'm not sure how long, but since we missed several in the fall when I was sick, and then we got turned off early because of the virus, we were behind. And so I hope that at least we can go through chapter 9, and which is Paul's conversion, so that we'd be ready to begin Paul's journeys in the fall, unless we are homebound for a lot longer than we think. We'll come to that conclusion or decision when a little bit further down the road. Now, one other thing I want you to think about. For those of you who regularly get CDs, and then those who need a CD when you can't come to Bible study, would you like to keep receiving a CD, or would you rather have a video like we're doing? Daryl and I have talked about it, and there is that possibility of making a video like we've been having for our everyday class, regular classes. Think about it and let me know what you think, so we can make that decision or at least begin to think about it. Okay, those are the announcements that I have. I'm sure you have others. Notice I'm sitting down today. It's about 50-50 whether you want me to stand up or sit down, so I'm probably going to do some of both, or whatever I like, which you knew that anyway. A special thank you to all the callers for all their work, twice as much, but some of you don't answer anyway, which I wish you would, so I know, because they have to tell me what they find out. All right, take care, and let's go get ready for our study.